Republican VP nominee J.D. Vance is hitting back at Democrats. Yesterday, he spoke to CBS Evening News anchor and managing editor Norah O'Donnell, and she asked him about Trump's black jobs comment and Michelle Obama's response. Here's what he said.
I think we should elect our president not based on skin color, but on merit and on who's going to do the best job. What I really dislike about a lot of the rhetoric coming out of the Democratic convention is, on the one hand, you see speakers say that they believe in unity. On the other hand, they're attacking Donald Trump and the people who voted for him. They're saying that Donald Trump dislikes people because of skin color, when in reality, Donald Trump dislikes Kamala Harris's policies because those policies have led to a lot of suffering.
Former President Donald Trump continues his week-long tour of battleground states today in Arizona, where he'll travel to the border to highlight the issue of immigration. During an event in North Carolina yesterday, Trump criticized the Obamas for their comments about him at the Democratic convention.
Did you see Barack Hussein Obama last night take little shots? He was taking shots at your president. And so was Michelle. You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy, don't get personal. And yet they're getting personal all night long, these people.
Well, yesterday's rally featured bulletproof glass for the first time since the assassination attempt at a rally in Butler, Pennsylvania last month. Snipers could be seen on roofs, and storage containers were stacked for added security. 24-site national politics reporter Tom LoBianco is joining us now with more on the campaign. Good to see you. So let's talk a little bit about Donald Trump's going to be highlighting issues at the border in his speech today. No surprise, because when you look at poll after poll, that seems to be a strong issue for Republicans. Voters seem to think that their position on the border is stronger than that of Democrats.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at most of the polling you said, and the big issues, as we see reflected in the messaging, immigration plays well for Republicans, and especially for Trump. That has been one of the rare consistents throughout his career in politics, and also the economy. But the other part of this, too, is, I mean, why is he there? And this goes to the reshaped map that we've seen in the last 4 weeks since Harris jumped in for Biden. And then, obviously, with Walz coming in, Arizona's in play. And you've seen a renewed enthusiasm for Democrats for Arizona and renewed concerns among Republicans in the Trump ticket. So, yeah, leaning in on a strength right now makes a ton of sense for the Trump campaign.
There has been some reporting that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is going to be shutting things down. And some question as to where he will throw his support. A lot of the reporting suggests that it's going to be behind the Trump campaign. But I'm sort of curious about, what do we know at this point in the game? Because so much of this election has sort of changed. The landscape has changed. What sort of impact could it have on the race having him drop out?
Well, I mean, it's just said so much in this campaign. It's one of the wildest campaigns I've ever seen. Ironically, this is one of the rare steady streaks that we've had so far. But as you note there with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., things are playing on the margins right now in terms of the vote. Things are so tight, and especially in these battleground states. RFK Jr. could potentially give Trump that bump with an endorsement to put him really back with an edge in the Sun Belt states, in the Southwest, in the Rust Belt, where this battle is happening right now. If that works, but I'm not sure that it does, because so many people, and we've seen this here in Chicago with the DNC this week, so many people were parking their vote with RFK Jr., waiting for someone they could support with Democrats, and apparently that happened with Harris and Walz. But again, I mean, so tight at the margins. It's kind of hard to tell whether that would put Trump back in the lead or not.
Tom, I think it's a really good reminder, because as we watch through the DNC and all this enthusiasm, and certainly this week it's been tougher for Donald Trump to gain the same level of enthusiasm. What we're forgetting is this is still an incredibly tight race, and it really, at this point, could go either way. Anything could make a huge difference. Tom LoBianco, thank you so much.
Thank you.